This is Jennifer Palamas from Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is Barbecue Central.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show on the Barbecue Central Radio Network.
I personally...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. A very good Tuesday evening to you, wherever you may be. Welcome to the show. I'm your program host, Greg Rempe. We do this each and every Tuesday right here on the Barbecue Central Radio Networks. A big show lined up for you as usual, my friends. Maybe even more jam-packed than normal. Big interview coming up here in just a few minutes with Joe Amore from Smoky Mountain Smokers. We're going to break down the Jack Daniel's field. We're going to give it a little handicap. A lot of people maybe don't think about actually having a show where you break down the field that was just picked this last Thursday, but Joe and I thought about giving it a whirl, and that's what we're going to do here in just a minute or two from now. About 17 after the hour, going to be joined by Chef Jaime Grand. And oh yeah, you want to laugh at the name. But Chef Jaime will be coming on to talk about his brand of barbecue sauce. It is American Diabetes Association seal stamped of approval. Probably, if not the only one of just a very select few that have this designation. So we'll talk to him about the sauce, why he got into that, all that great stuff. And then third segment, starting off our big giveaway for the next 3 weeks. 2 lucky winners will be calling in to win their chance at winning an Easy Hook. Remember, if you're not hooking, you're not cooking. Easy Hook. This is a unique tool that will become quickly your favorite and most useful kitchen utensil. Anything that you can fork, you can hook when used in cooking, in the kitchen, on the grill. Just barely touch the top of your meat. Turn your wrist a quarter turn, lift straight up, then lay it back down, reverse quarter turn, and that's it. It's not getting into the meat. You're not puncturing it deep enough where you're going to be releasing those juices. So don't worry about that. And we'll be doing that. Plus, if you're following me on Twitter, good for you, because we'll be having a giveaway for a free apron brought to you by Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue. So lots of great things going on tonight, to be sure. Going to break down the Jack Field. Going to be talking with Chef Jaime Grand about his American Diabetes Association barbecue sauce, and then giveaways the following segment, plus some of my own thoughts about some things on or off the topic of barbecue. But as promised, joining me now to break down the field of the recently selected Jack Daniel's 2009 field, this is Joe Amore, pitmaster of Smoky Mountain Smokers. Joe, thanks for coming on tonight. How are you?
I'm doing great, Greg. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for taking the time out to join me tonight, Joe. Kind of acting as my embedded reporter last Thursday down in Lynchburg when the actual drawings took place. So probably the best thing to do before we actually get into handicapping the field, if we can even possibly do that, is for the people that aren't maybe aware of exactly how this all runs down, give us a little idea of what it was like down at Lynchburg, and then we'll actually get into a little bit of the particulars about how teams are actually drawn for this event.
Well, we arrived there Thursday about noon and hung out, just waiting until about 1 o'clock when they start the draw. And you walk into a room, and the backdrop is a Jack Daniel's bar, actually, and sit around the room. There's a few people on computers, and there was about 4 cook teams there. And just sitting there, you notice that there's a bunch of black bags sitting on a table, and every one of these tables have got, these bags on this table have state names on it. And the 4 teams that there were pretty anxious. I was one of them. Swig and Pig, Wild Bunch Butt Burners, and Team Top Chick were the only teams that were present. And we just hung out until it was time for them to start the call.
All right, so when it's called, or perhaps a better question would be, what does it take to become eligible to be in the drawing for the Jack?
Well, to be eligible, you need to win a grand championship, which is basically has a state proclamation from the governor, or if it's a 50-plus team contest, it will be considered a qualifier. So when you win that contest, your name goes into the draw for that state.
So if you're in a state that has considerably more, let's say Kansas City versus Ohio. Ohio has considerably less, obviously, competitions than Kansas City does, and I'm sure that even extends as far out as governmental proclamations are concerned to be eligible to be qualified. Is there any type of give back to the states that have fewer, or is that just luck of the draw? You got to go out and get into as many competitions you're in, whether you're in your home state or not?
It's just the luck of the draw. A lot of cook teams will look at the contest for each state. A lot of cook teams will go cook where there's only one in that state. So if they win it, they're an automatic for the jack. They don't even have to go through the draw. And a lot of cook teams will try to cook them where there's only 2 or 4. So if you do pull off a win, you have a better chance of being drawn at the jack draw.
Now, aside from the state winners, you also have the ability to qualify automatically. How would you do that?
You can qualify automatically if you win 7 grand championships throughout the September 1st to August 31st calendar year for the jack.
And then you also have the home state qualifiers as well.
That's correct. What they basically do is they put everybody's name in that has won a grand championship in every one of these bags for that state. And I will give you an example. This happened on this draw. There was 13 draws in the state of Tennessee. We had 3 of them. And a good friend of mine had 1, and he was a North Carolina team. What happened is when they did the draw, Music City Pig Pals was drawn. He was from Tennessee, so that automatically eliminated me from being in a state draw. Big Mo from Aho is from North Carolina. So what happened to him is after all the draws were done, there was no teams drawn that had won a grand championship from North Carolina. So at that point, they took all the North Carolina teams that had won a grand championship, put them in the barrel, shook it up, and drew out a name. So there would be somebody from North Carolina to represent that state. And Big Mo from Aho was drawn for North Carolina to represent the state.
Certainly an elaborate, if not very unique, drawing process. I can't think of any other barbecue competition that has this type of pageantry involved with it. Not even pageantry, just this unique choosing process for teams to get in. Is there anything else like it?
Not that I know of. It's, I won't say the best teams are at the jack. It's a team that has won a grand championship and is lucky enough to get their name drawn.
So here's a question. There are a group of 4, maybe 5 competitions that take place throughout the calendar year. I would argue that teams that are out there or teams that get into competition want to win the Jack and they want to win the American Royal. Depending on who you're talking to, they might flip-flop as far as which ones they want to cook at. Why does the Jack have this cachet that some of the other competitions might not have? Why do people really want to get their notched belt for the Jack versus some of the other ones?
I don't know if it's just the mystique of just going out there and being able to win the Jack, but maybe I think part of it for me is that you have to be drawn. It does. I mean, unless you're lucky enough to pull off 7 like we did in 2008, you have to put your name in the barrel, basically in the hat, and hope it gets drawn. And then when you're there, it's different than any other contest I've ever cooked in. It's just the atmosphere is different. The whole setup's different. And to win this thing, to me, and I'm sure to a lot of other cooks, to win the Jack Daniel's Invitational World Championship, it is, like you said, a notch in your belt. I don't know what it is. It's just been ever since before I got into barbecue, all you heard about was Jack Daniel's. I heard more about it than I did the Royal. And I don't know, it's just an awesome event to cook in. A lot of the judges are celebrity-type judges, but you still go there and cook your best you can and hope you're the one that pulls it off.
And I guess that's kind of where my question was leading. You have the American Royal, which is Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctioned event. You know what you're getting. You cook in these events all year. The Jack, not a KCBS sanctioned event, although there is kind of that weird gray area where KCBS kind of gets in and tiptoes around, but they don't use their scoring system per se. They don't have certified judges per se. So you're not dealing with the same type of trained palate judge that you would be dealing with on a regular competition weekend to weekend like this one. Is that kind of where the whole crapshoot mixes into the whole deal?
Well, I believe it is. I mean, because what happens is, in the defense of the Jack, what they do is they do have some KCBS reps that are there repping the contest, and they do have a short version of the judging class the morning for the judges that are going to be judging, and they all become certified. Being that said, a lot of those judges that are being certified, like you said, they've never judged a contest before. It's the first time. They have a lot of people there that are newspaper editors, writers, magazines, professional ball players, and they all come in here and they sit down and they judge our food that we've cooked, just like we cook for a normal contest that's judged by judges that have been certified and that are out judging every week. So it is a crapshoot, I think, to a point, but it's a mighty good time.
All right, so we're looking at the teams. Let's kind of break it down here with a few minutes that we have left. Automatic qualifiers at the top of the sheet that you had sent me, and I went ahead and compared that to the Barbecue Central KCBS Top 10 rankings. We have right around that's 4 teams in the top 10. We have 4 Legs Up Barbecue. They won it last year. That's Kelly Wirtz. He's currently in the rank number 4 at KCBS. You have Pellet Envy with Rod Gray. He's currently ranked number 1 at KCBS. I don't believe has Rod won that event?
No, he hasn't.
Okay, I know he had competed in it prior. Munchin' Hogs at the Hilton. He was Team of the Year Kansas City Barbecue Society last year, currently ranked number 2 in the standings. Rhythm and Q is number 9, and then you have I Smell Smoke at number 7. So these teams are out there right now. Ones that were kind of missing, that was kind of a surprise whether it didn't make it state winner or automatics, was Mike Davis at Lot of Bull Barbecue, and JP Custom Smoke, who's currently ranked number 10, but I guess that's luck of the draw or unluck of the draw, as it were. Out of the teams that are automatically in there, currently ranked top 10, you have a couple of other teams that are in there. For instance, Cool Smoke. You also have Parrot Head Smokers. Would you, and before we even get into the state winners, are these people that you're looking at as more of a favorite to potentially win, or do their rankings and being able to come back as an automatic qualifier or their success during the year really not lend themselves to being a potential or alleged favorite in this event?
Well, in my opinion, I think that anytime you have a cook that's in the top 10, you know they're a great cook. But at the Jack, it just seems like it is really just the luck of the draw on what happens on that given day. As you can see, a lot of cook teams, I'll put it this way, it will not surprise me when the Jack is over with, the person that wins it is nowhere in the top 10 or maybe even the top 20.
Right. That's just the way it goes.
That's the way it goes. That's what the Jack's all about. It's just a whole different ballgame when you go to cook there.
Now, some of the state winners that are currently ranked as well, you have Iowa Smoky D's, and they've really been on a tear here over the last probably 2 months or so. Currently ranked number 3 in KCBS Team of the Year, and then you have QOW. I mean, they've pretty much had a very good run here over the last probably 4 or 5 plus years, having Team of the Year under their belt a few times, sharing it once. Then you have Dizzy Pig from Virginia as well. And then you have teams like HomeBBQ.com. They were owning Florida Barbecue Association for 5 years in a row. And then, of course, throw Myron Mixon in the recipe. And there's certainly no doubt that he could walk away with everything as well. Money on the table, weather conditions being perfect or not perfect or whatever the case may be, out of all those teams that you see, and you know a lot of these teams, Joe, you know how they cook and what their chances are. If you're a betting man, who do you put your money down to win this thing? And then I'll give you my pick.
I'm gonna tell you who I think it's. I think it could very well easily be Iowa Smoky D's and Jack's Old South.
Iowa Smoky D's. I'm writing you down, Joe. This way we can go back into the archives when it happens. I would definitely not disagree with Iowa Smoky D's. I think they're riding a great run right now. I'm floating between, I want to say Rod Gray just because of the year he has been having, but I know that he is also a big believer in the crapshoot theory down there at the Jack because I've talked to him about it before. I think Kelly Wirtz could absolutely repeat, but I'm going to go to a previous winner from a few years back, and that's Scotty at CancerSucksChicago.com. That's who I'm going to pick to win this one.
Okay, that could be a good pick. I don't know how many people's ever done a repeat. Johnny Trigg and who else? Smoking Triggers has won it twice, I believe. I don't know.
No, I think he's it. I think Johnny Trigg was the only repeat to my recollection.
That's true. And Scotty's had a good year. There's no doubt about it. Those are the two people I pick. Of course, you never can leave out Cool Smoke, Tuffy Stone, good friend of mine. I just think that, and a business partner, but I just believe that those are three good cooks. I agree with you on Scotty. You can't count him out. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think there might be something in the offing for him. So, Joe, I certainly appreciate you coming down. I know this is the first time we've actually sat down, but wouldn't mind hooking up with you again, talking about Smoky Mountain Smokers and some of your sauces and rubs and all that good stuff. But appreciate the time that you took tonight to help me break down the field, and we'll do it again soon.
All right, take care, and I appreciate it, Greg.
All right, Joe, thanks. Take care. That's Joe Amore from Smoky Mountain Smokers. Yeah, that's right. Gambling people, Joe Amore is on I Smell Smoke. I'm sorry, Iowa Smoky D's. I put him in the wrong place there on my set. I'm with CancerSucksChicago.com with Scotty. I think he's got another run in him. Although all the other people that Joe mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if they won. And I also agree with Joe in the fact that if nobody wins in the top 10 or 20, that probably is not going to be that big of a surprise either. Hey, get your diabetic friends up on the line because we have barbecue sauce for them. And we'll talk to the chef who created that. Next, you're listening to the Barbecue Central Show right here on the Barbecue Central Radio Networks.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at fredsmusicandbarbecue.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries all the parts and accessories for the Big Green Egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Fred's is the pellet grill superstore with grills in stock from Traeger, Green Mountain, and Country Smokers from Louisiana Grills. Fred also carries smokers from Cook Shack, Bradley, and Weber as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new smoker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue or grilling experience a success. Fred is also the creator and distributor of Tasty Licks barbecue products, including their great line of rubs, spices, and sauces. You gotta try them. You can also get your hands on a full lineup of marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools from Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful Shillington, PA.
Barbecue has never been easier with the Barbecue Guru. The Barbecue Guru is a temperature control and monitor for all pits, charcoal, wood, electric, your pit. It easily attaches to any smoker or pit and gives you simple, trouble-free control of your temperatures so you can make championship quality barbecue every time and all the time. And it's location-free. Take it anywhere. This amazing breakthrough in barbecue technology is a microprocessor-controlled draft system that uses temperature monitors and a small fan to keep your temperatures constant. The stainless steel Guru Pit Minder gives you a choice of controls from 90 to 370 degrees. So cold smoking, pepper drying, making cheese or jerky, or fabulous briskets and ribs is nothing short of effortless. The Procom 4 lets you monitor your pit from up to 600 feet away. And there's more. Check out the full line of products and accessories for the future of barbecue with new items on the way. Visit thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
To get on the Barbecue Central Show, call 216-220-0966.
Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
We're back and better than ever. It's the Barbecue Central Show right here on the Barbecue Central Radio Networks. Gang, I've been telling you about D-Dog's barbecue rub. And if you don't want to pay for the shipping, but you have a specialty place right there in your own neighborhood, do yourself a favor. Go ahead and email that info, the name of the store, perhaps a telephone number and a contact. Email that to Darren at ddogsbbq.com, and he will take care of the rest. He will get that store hooked up with D-Dog's barbecue rubs and sauces. You can also visit him September 11th through the 13th. That's coming up very soon, by the way. At the 2009 Zest Fest in Fort Worth. Go by, say hello. Make sure you take take advantage of the discounts, take advantage of the all that great stuff that D-Dogs has to offer. Don't forget to check out the website, D-Dogs BBQ, ddogsbbq.com. And, of course, we all know that D-Dog's barbecue rub is better than ketchup, as promised. Joining me now to talk about his unique brand of sauce is none other than Chef Jaime Grand. Chef, thanks for coming on the Barbecue Central show tonight. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me along, Greg.
Do I want to call you Chef Jaime, or do I want to go Jamie, Fadelson?
Chef Jaime's fine.
Okay. Chef, why don't you give us a little background about yourself and how you kind of just got into the culinary aspect of things, and then we'll get into more of the barbecue sauce stuff.
I was brought up in a kitchen with my grandmothers and parents, and went on from there just watching shows as a young kid. Then as I got older, just started cooking on my own and teaching myself. And finally, in my years, I got to go to school and become a chef on the side of my professional world, and created a barbecue sauce one day just from getting, information on different ingredients from all these great chefs I got to work with in New York. And I created something a little different, and it was a hobby, and started in 2003, and now I turned it into something a little different for everyone.
I'd say 6 years later, you got your own brand of sauce out there on the market. Now, it is obviously a little bit different. You have the American Diabetes Association designation, and are you one of the few, or are you it as far as ADA is concerned?
Well, I'm it for them because I came to them with something completely different, not a corporation. I came to them with a food that is healthier for everyone to eat, that tastes different. It's not the usual flavors, and they were so excited to get involved. It's just been a wonderful relationship for everyone involved with the product.
So let's step back for a second. I make my own barbecue sauce at home. A number of Centralites making their own barbecue sauce at home. Why, or what was the motivation? Because you certainly aren't not aware when you go to the grocery store there's 50 or 60 or 100 different barbecue sauces to choose from. So the market is saturated with barbecue sauce per se. Probably there's a lot of people out there that aren't really taking into consideration what they're pumping into their person. Did you really see this as something that would just get right in there and start selling, or did you think you really had kind of a fight to go ahead and win first before it actually was accepted?
I think it's more of that I have a true belief. And yes, I agree with you. Just all you have to do is turn around and read the ingredients, and 99% of the products that are out there, they're not bad products. They taste good. But I decided to make something that is above and beyond approach what people are doing. It costs more to do what I do because I use agave. I make the ketchup that goes into my product. I use pure chili purees. Everything you can read on my label, you can understand. And it was a painstaking effort and an effort of love to create something that I considered to be healthier for you, with no sugar and no high fructose corn syrup, and just full control on everything that goes in my label. And I can look to people and say, you know what, I want you to try something completely different that does not have sugar or high fructose corn syrup. And people taste it, and they're just completely surprised, and they love it because it's different than everything else that is out there.
We're talking with Chef Jaime. You can find out more about his products at Chef Jaime Grand. That's HYMIE Grand with an E at the end.com, chefjaimegrand.com. So let's go ahead and review each sauce or each vintage in its own. You have the New Mexico style. That's the New Mexico sweet basting sauce. Give us the idea behind where this came from and maybe what it might be good on.
Well, the New Mexico sweet, I decided because the original one was a little spicier. So I needed something that people who have families with children and didn't want a lot of spice. The New Mexico sweet is a sweeter style. It uses a guajillo and an ancho chili, so it's got a very
mild earthy tone to it. It's great on chicken. It's beautiful on fish. You can mix it up for your hamburgers if you want when you're making hamburgers or you're making a meatloaf, and it's just an all-around great sauce, or you can use it on the side for anything.
And then you have a medium offering, the Polipote. Is that Polipote barbecue glaze?
Polipote barbecue glaze was my original creation. It has a great punch of chipotle chili to start with, and then it smooths out and it's beautiful flavors. And it's the more popular one because chipotle is, the best known, I would say, chili amongst retail and in restaurants. It's become the forefront of chili, so it has that taste that like everybody really craves when they want something with a nice spice level to it that's smoky and doesn't overpower your palate.
Are you a pepperhead to some degree?
To some degree. I really have a few friends that really go overboard, and I appreciate what they do and like. But for me, I wanted to create chilies that you can still get a punch in some aspects, but you can still taste your food. That's what it's all about for me, is being able to taste the wonderful flavors involved. And that's why I made the Cascabel Express, because I know there's people out there who really like spice. And I put the habanero finish on this sauce, and it's just really smooth and sweet in the beginning, and then all of a sudden it just comes up and you get that nice punch of habanero, and then you also get a beautiful finish of chipotle mixed in with it. So you get that kick that people are looking for, but you're not, you can taste those ribs, you can taste your chicken, you can taste those chicken wings. I mean, if you like buffalo-style chicken wings, try Cascabel Express because it's completely different, but it gives you that big kick that everyone likes.
We're talking with Chef Jaime Grand, talking about his line of barbecue sauces. You can find out about him, chefjaimegrand.com. Now, as far as the Cascabel, I'd like to say that I'm not a puss when it comes to the hot stuff. I eat Frank's Red Hot on a whole bunch of stuff. I've enjoyed pepper sauces over the ages. A lot of people that are looking to get into stuff will send me stuff just to try out. Frank was nice enough to send me your sauces, and I tried this Cascabel with a friend Saturday night. And while some, as yourself, would say a punch of habanero, I think of it more as a kick right to the nuts. It was insane. I mean, it was sweet, as you said, right up front. It was very sweet and went down. And then 2 or 3 minutes later, that habanero built in, and I was suffering just a little bit. So it is certainly for the spice lover, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, I don't want to make anyone suffer, but it's amongst the favorites of a lot of people. But like I said, that's what I made Polipote for. Because there are the people who like their spice, but they don't like that punch. And a lot of people live on punch that way. But that's why I made 3 different types, because there's one for everyone's palate involved in the taste, and they don't get the sugar, they don't get that high fructose corn syrup. And like I said, using the chili purees, there's really not a lot of products out there that use pure chili purees, and that's what makes it so different.
And certainly one of the things that I did appreciate when tasting all 3 is that, as you mentioned, these purees, I mean, you can actually see and taste the different textures, not just like a bland, viscous sauce going down. There's actually chunks of ingredients in there that kind of change it up and add a little texture and flavor to the palate, so I certainly appreciated that. Are you somebody that has been touched by diabetes in some form or fashion?
No, I happen to be involved at a gym where for 15-plus years that they've been supporting American Diabetes for years with their events, and that's how I got involved. Plus, all you need to do is walk around and see how people, what's going on with the obesity index in the United States. It's rising every month. It's shocking. Our diets are shocking. What's in there in the food chain shocking. And that's part of what I want to do. I want to help create a better way of eating, and including going to my next product that's coming out at the end of October, which is my ketchup, which is going to be towards helping people with juvenile diabetes, because the number one condiment in the United States is ketchup.
Absolutely.
And that's where it starts. It starts with the kids. I want the parents to feed their children better. I know a lot of parents are trying out there. It's a big battle, and I'm just happy to be part of it, but not something that's just, not really there. It's there. It's product that's there. It's taste that's there. I'm bringing something to the table that really I don't believe anyone's really doing with what you want to do, quote unquote, diabetic product. It's really more of a product that's better for you. It's also vegan friendly. It's natural. It's something that touches everyone who eats food, and that's what I wanted to do all this time when I made food products.
We're talking with Chef Jaime Grand, talking about his line of barbecue sauces. Soon, a ketchup will be on the market as well. Chef, where can people go, aside from the website? Do you have brick-and-mortar places or other bigger retail outlets that you can buy up front?
I have a few outlets right now in the New York, New Jersey area, and we're talking to distributors, and we're growing in farmers markets as well. So in the next couple months, it will be widespread, and I'm looking for distribution as well across the United States. But also for people who want to try it and don't want to go online, ask for it at your retailer. Tell them about it. It's very important that they know about it also, since I'm on the East Coast, and it's going to be growing from the East Coast out towards the West.
All right, so give us that website and then a phone number if people want to contact you as well.
All right, it's www.chefjaimegrande.com, and I can reach it at 201-218-4378, and I look forward to hearing from everyone.
All right, Chef, appreciate you coming on tonight, telling us about the sauce. Good luck with that ketchup, but certainly love to get a note back from you to see how that's going. But again, appreciate you taking out the time tonight to do it, and thanks very much.
Thank you very much, Greg. You take care now.
All right, Chef, thanks a lot. That is Chef Jaime Grande. Oh. Grande. I hate it when I say the guest's name wrong. Grande. Should have tightened that up with the PR guy on the front side. Sorry about that. My bad. Chef Jaime Grande, ChefHymeGrande, ChefJaimeGrande.com, or you can call 201-218-4378 for more information. ADA friendly, vegan friendly. What's a vegan? Uh-oh. All right. Your chance to win coming up. Not only one of you, but two of you for the Easy Hook. So get ready to call in 216-220-0966. Thanks to Chef for that. Also, thanks to Joe Amore. Segment before that, breaking down the Jack Draw. 216-220-0966 is the number to call to get your shot at winning an Easy Hook. If you're not following me on Twitter, you want to do that as well. At BBQ Central is where you want to go. We'll be running an apron giveaway tomorrow morning. Hey, have I told you about Joe Bees? This is something you want to get on, guys. Joe Bees. Check them out on the web, joebees.com, or call them at 877-300-5632. It's all natural bee pollen, and it has really made a difference in my daily routine. It's just that extra energy that I have. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, before I was taking them, I was yawning. I was pretty much a piece of crap. Now that I've been taking them, I have that sustained energy through the rest of the day, and the yawns are gone. I don't want to take a nap. Do you have the same problem? Do you want to get an edge at barbecue competitions? I think Joe Bees could help you out. joebees.com, 877-300-5632. If you buy 6 months now, you get a 7-month free and free shipping. As for Joe B himself, I just talked to him today. Drop my name, drop the show name. He'll hook you up. joebees.com. Your chance to win coming up here on the backside. 216-220-0966. This is the Barbecue Central Show on the Barbecue Central Radio Network.
No tomorrow not to leave my... The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at fredsmusicandbarbecue.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries all the parts and accessories for the Big Green Egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Fred's is the pellet grill superstore with grills in stock from Traeger, Green Mountain, and Country Smokers from Louisiana Grills. Fred also carries smokers from Cook Shack, Bradley, and Weber as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new smoker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue or grilling experience a success. Fred is also the creator and distributor of Tasty Licks barbecue products, including their great line of rubs, spices, and sauces. You gotta try them. You can also get your hands on a full lineup of marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools from Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful Shillington, PA. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Barbecue Central Show right here on the Barbecue Central Radio Networks. Thanks to Chef Jaime Grande for coming on talking about his barbecue sauces. ChefJaimeGrande.com. That's the place you want to go. ADA seal of approval, buddy. So if you got some diabetic friends that have had to shy away from the barbecue sauce and ketchup, they're in luck now for the barbecue sauce and will be in luck for the ketchup sooner than later. By the way, let me tell you about the folks at the Barbecue Guru. If you're looking for a pit temperature control device and you haven't yet found one, why would you look anywhere else than the guys at the Barbecue Guru? I don't know why you wouldn't. Two ways to look them up. TheBBQGuru.com. You can call them toll-free at 800-288-GURU. They have 4 different models to choose from to provide or satisfy your level of geekdom and your pocketbook as well. Procom 4 Wireless, DigiQ2, CyberQ, NanoQ, plus cookers and other accessories to make your barbecue and grilling life easier. TheBBQGuru.com, 800-288-GURU. All right, let's go get a winner here. We go to area code 517, Barbecue Central Radio, name and where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Big Bear's Barbecue calling from Hillsdale, Michigan.
Big Bear's Barbecue. You have a first name, Big Bear?
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yep, it's been a while since I called in. Been a few months.
How you doing tonight, Dave?
Pretty good.
Good. You interested?
The show was pretty good tonight, too.
Oh, just wait a second.
Uh-oh.
Just pretty good. Uh-oh. Losing my touch.
Yeah.
Dave,
I think I'm going to try some of that Joe B's, too.
Oh, I'm telling you, Joe B's is the best, and he doesn't even pay for airtime. That's just a personal testimonial, so that should say something there. Are you interested in an Easy Hook?
Yes.
Yes? All right. You win Easy Hook. We're waiting for another winner, too. Have you seen these Easy Hooks? You can go to bbqhooks.com if you haven't seen one yet. They have some YouTube videos up there of seeing it in action and all that great stuff. Are you aware of these, Dave?
No, I'm in the process of getting on the screen right now.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Hook up on that.
bbqhooks.com. That's what you want to. That's one you look at, and you just barely rest it on the top of the meat. Quick quarter turn, and don't go being a funny guy and sticking your finger on the end of that thing, just playing around because it'll go right through your finger. It's very sharp. I know. Believe me, that's not a joke. This is the large one, 15-inch handle. So these start right around like $15 or $20. So shoot me your shipping info. We'll get you hooked right up.
Okay.
All right, Dave. Thanks for calling in tonight, buddy.
Appreciate that. Thanks a lot.
All right, that's Dave, Big Bear. Let's do this. Area code 907. Name and where you're calling from.
Hey, Greg. It's Griffin Anchorage.
Holy moly! It's Griffin Anchorage, the Barbecue Central Radio's lawyer.
Uh-oh.
Wait a second. Is this a conflict of interest? Let me consult my lawyer. Griff, yes or no?
Well, I can only practice if you live in Anchorage.
Oh, all right. Well, then guess what? You are a winner, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Do you know about these Easy Hooks, Griff? You're a knowledgeable barbecue guy. You haunt the Barbecue Central forum.
I see them on the web.
Yeah, bbqhooks.com is the place you want to go in case you haven't, if you haven't looked at them yet for some of the other Central Lights. But remember, just as I was telling Dave, when you get it, don't go sticking your finger on it like a funny guy at the end of it, because it will really go through your finger very quickly. So be careful when you're doing that. I know you're a fisher and you're used to the sharp stuff, so I think I feel confident sending to you.
I'll try not to injure myself.
Please. The last thing I need is a lawsuit from a lawyer. Forget about it.
I understand.
Right.
Hey, thanks.
Shoot me your shipping info, Griff, and thanks for calling in tonight.
I'll do it.
All right, take care.
Good
That's
night.
Griff. Thank you for calling in, buddy. Barbecue Central General Counsel calling in, winning the second prize. Area code 713, name and where you're calling from.
Yes, this is Ron from League City, Texas.
Hey, Ron. How are you tonight?
Okay, Greg. I'm not calling for a sauce tonight, so I should have a shot at winning this easy hook.
Oh, yeah, I just gave 2 away, buddy.
Oh, you got them both away?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's weird. Usually you're right in, too.
Well, I waited till you said call in, and you were already talking to the first person, so I got a little delay tonight.
Oh, yeah. Always think 55 seconds ahead. That's usually the trip time in. So, but don't worry, keep listening.
Okay.
We have 2 more solid weeks for 2 more winners each week. So that's a total of 4 more potential hooks for you to get your hands on, Ron.
Very good. Okay, nice talking to you again.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Take care. It's Ron calling in from Texas. Let's go to area code 631. Name and where you're calling from.
My name's Wes. I'm calling from East Side of Long Island.
Wes, how are you tonight?
Okay, doing pretty good.
Good. What can I do for you, buddy?
Well, I saw your message on Twitter.
Oh, a follower! Yeah! Wes, do you have any idea what you're even calling in for?
Actually, no.
All right. So, see, this should go. First of all, you've called in live to an internet radio show about barbecue and grilling. It's the Barbecue Central show, the only show like it on any kind of radio where we talk about all things barbecue and grilling. So, first of all, are you a barbecuer or a griller?
Yes.
All right.
Griller.
What do you? What kind of a grill do you own? Is it gas or charcoal?
Gas.
Okay, mistake number 1, but that's all right. What kind is it?
It's actually something I picked up off of Amazon, not Stratford.
Oh, very nice. All right, we'll let you slide this time, Wes. All right, so here's what I want to do. Since you called in off of the Twitter account, I'm going to put a hold on the contest tomorrow and award you a Yoder Smoky Mountain barbecue apron, which you can wear in luxurious pride. And on top of that, you'll be protecting yourself from all the gunk and grime that you're doing while you're doing manly stuff like drinking beer and putting dry rubs on succulent cuts of meat. What do you think about that?
Sounds great.
All right, so here's what you want to do. Go ahead and shoot me an email, bbqcentralradio@gmail.com, and shoot me your shipping info. Or if you want, just send me a direct message with your email address. I'll get in touch with you, and we'll get that apron right out to you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, tell all your friends about the Barbecue Central show, which airs every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern on latalkradio.com.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right, Wes, thanks for calling in tonight. Hey, Twitter universe, don't think it works? It does. Damn right. Thank God he wasn't calling. He didn't even know what he's calling in for. Thank God. I didn't have another hook to give away this week. Oh, my goodness. All right. Got to quickly get through some of the stuff. Thanks to Marcia Fox, by the way, at Easy Hook, bbqhooks.com for sponsoring this giveaway over the next 3 weeks. And again, you just barely touch the top of this hook to your meat. Turn your wrist a quarter turn, lift straight up, then lay it back down and reverse quarter turn out of it. That's all. Extremely sharp stainless steel hook. Doesn't penetrate enough to lose the natural juices, unlike a fork or something else, and it'll just kind of fall off when you're putting it down. And this makes it great not only for the barbecue pit or the grill, but for skillet frying as well. Maybe you've had some trouble flipping your bacon. Here is your answer, ladies and gentlemen. These are 15-inch handles that we're giving away here over the next few weeks, and they retail right around $20 or so. 888-4EASY, like E and Z, the letters, 4EASY Hook, or look them up on the web, bbqhooks.com, or you can stay tuned over the next couple weeks for your chance to win. We're getting 2 winners a week, so that's 4 more chances to win for the Centralites. Quickly, we go to the Kansas City Barbecue Society Top 10. Rod Gray still atop. Pellet Envy, number 1. Munchin' Hogs at the Hilton, number 2. That's Robert McGee. Iowa Smoky D's, number 3. 4 Legs Up Barbecue, number 4. I love saying that. Lot of Bull Barbecue, number 5. Butcher Barbecue, number 6. In the 7-hole, I Smell Smoke. Number 8 is Q-Ow. Number 9 is Rhythm and Q. Number 10, JP Custom Smoke. That's your Barbecue Central top 10, not the KCBS US top 10. By the way, quick shout out to my man that really is the brains behind the Barbecue Central Kansas City Barbecue Society top 10, Paul Ostrom from the Pickled Pig. PickledPig.com is the place to be. He's the brains behind my top 10. He was selected to be at the Jack Daniels this year, a 2-57 shot, and his ball was pulled out of the bag. So congratulations to Paul and the other guys at the Pickled Pig. Couldn't be happier. A great group of guys. We've had him on the show before, and again, he is the guy that is really the brains behind the top 10 of my Kansas City Barbecue Society top 10. Quick reminder about Yoder's Smoky Mountain Barbecue. You know who they are because I've been talking to you about months and months and months. These guys are the online retailer of the Meadow Creek barbecue equipment. You know, the pig smokers, the barbecue smokers, and the chicken roasters, all these grills, and they're handcrafted in the Amish country of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and pretty much what they're doing is they're giving you outstanding value for the price. What do I talk to you guys all the time about? QPR, quality price ratio. This is the defining textbook example of great QPR. Great quality for the price, helping you enjoy profitable barbecues because we want to enjoy the profitable barbecues. Plus, they have rubs and sauces as well. So check them out. SeriousBBQs.com. That's SeriousBBQs.com. Thanks again to Marcia Fox from Easy Hook for sponsoring this giveaway. And hopefully, Dave and Griff will be enjoying their hooks here shortly, and they can send me a little report back. That would be wonderful. And that's going to be it for moi tonight. Thanks to my guests, Joe Amore, Smoky Mountain Smokers, breaking down the Jack Daniels field. Chef Jaime Grande, chefjaimegrande.com, for talking about his ADA Smack Dab Seal of Approval barbecue sauces, soon to be ketchup. Thanks to all the callers for calling in. Wes calling in off of Twitter, man. That was strong. Yeah. Strong. Better have my donuts, Wes.
Better have my donuts.
It's an inside joke. Hey, coming up after me, Broad Topics, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Tonight, they are having their Dream Jobs episode. Each host, that being Laura Joan, Kelly, and Jillian, will be interviewing a person with their dream job. So you'll be talking to somebody that has that's a dog trainer, somebody that's a teacher, somebody that's a writer, and somebody that's a Days of Our Lives star, Eric Martzeloff. I love that guy. He plays Brady. How did I know that? Uh-oh. All right. So stay tuned for that. That's Broad Topics. Laura Joan, Kelly, and Jillian, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next week, big show, Dr. Barbecue making a reappearance. Derek Rich is coming back after a month off from AboutBBQ.com or BBQ.about.com, talking about some of the cool tailgating stuff. It's football season, ladies and gentlemen. Rachel Alexandra rocks, and most of you don't even know what that means, but that's all right. Tom Durkin's the man. I am your proud program host and proud U.S. American. See you back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good night now.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at fredsmusicandbarbecue.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries all the parts and accessories for the Big Green Egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Fred's is the pellet grill superstore with grills in stock from Traeger, Green Mountain, and Country Smokers from Louisiana Grills. Fred also carries smokers from Cook Shack, Bradley, and Weber as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new smoker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue or grilling experience a success. Fred is also the creator and distributor of Tasty Licks barbecue products, including their great line of rubs, spices, and sauces. You gotta try them. You can also get your hands on a full lineup of marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools from Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful Shillington, PA.